The Farm Bureau journey for the Barbotts of Stevensville began when they were recognized by the Berrien County Farm Bureau with the Young Farmer Achievement Award.
The invitation came out. We didn't RSVP to it. So like the day or two before the meeting, I get this call from the county that says, you know, we're gonna give you this award. You haven't RSVP'd. And again, well, what does this have to do with insurance? You know, I really didn't know the difference.
So each of you act like a bee, do your bzzz.
From that point, we went through the award, and then I was asked to be on the promotion education chairperson for the County Farm Bureau. And that's where really everything got started from there.
The Barbotts have been involved on the local, state, and national levels with young farmers, policy development, and promotion in education. But back home on the farm is where school is in for local kids.
We found it! The bowl, the bag 40, and the corn can are the answers.
2000, we started a corn maze on the farm, and so that brought in even more of the general public to our farm.
If we're not out in 5 minutes, we'll give somebody else the map.
And we saw a great opportunity then to educate these people of where their food was coming from and what actually happens on a farm. So now we're doing several thousand kids a year, bringing them through the corn maze, teaching them ag lessons, doing some ag in the classroom lessons. It's just amazing some of the questions we get. We've all heard the joke about chocolate cow gives us the chocolate milk, but we've actually had the question of which kind of cow makes Pepsi. We've also had a parent who was homeschooling his child wanting to know where we store our corn stalks. He thought the corn stalks in the field were plastic corn stalks that we made the maize with. In the winter, we stored them somewhere and then re-put them out in the field next year. So it's just amazing how far the public has gotten away from the farm, and we really need to work to educate these parents and kids of where their food is coming from.
I think for me, it's a passion. You know, that we are educating. You have this audience, and they are generally interested in what the farm is about. They've never been on a farm. If you ask them, have you ever met a farmer? They'll answer no. Well, guess what? You have, because you're on our farm right now, and we're going to teach you about that.
This is actually wool that came from a sheep, and this is how it feels.
The chance to meet a farmer and learn about agriculture is also a major project at the Berrien County Youth Fair.
My first involvement was going to the fair with my kids, wanting to look throughout the building, and my kids constantly nagging, let's go, let's go. You know, they didn't want to stay in there because there was nothing for them to do. They couldn't touch anything. And that's where my involvement, at that point, I was promotion education chair. The wheels started turning on what we could do. Again, just like the farm, we had a captive audience. The audience was there, we didn't have to create it. So what activities could we bring to that Ag Expo building, you know, that is going to capture the children's attention? Because if you can capture the children's attention, then guess what? All of your adults are going to start looking at all of the things that you are trying to show and to exhibit and to educate on. Now I'm the chairperson for that Ag Expo building, so that passion will continue to drive, and we will continue the children's activities in that building.
For their devotion to promoting agriculture through Farm Bureau and at home in the county, Miriam and Andy Barbott received the 2010 Michigan Farm Bureau Agricultural Promoter of the Year Award.